Welcome back to Maintainer's Garage. I'm Bags. We're doing a review of a Corvette. I know you haven't seen any reviews of any Corvettes lately, but I promise you this is not a C8 or even a C7 or even a C6 for that matter. This is my personal C5 Z06 that I'm going to review. I'm just going to tell you a little bit about it, what I like about it, what I don't like about it, and how much I've enjoyed driving it over the past 3 years. So like I said, I've owned this car over 3 years. I've put about 20,000 miles on it in that 3 years. I've done multiple track days with it. I've taken it on road trips, driven it to work, gone out with my wife in it, done all kinds of things. And it's very good at all of those. I will say that the interior can be a little cheap and feel a little plasticky and even rattle a little bit and make a little plastic on plastic noises. But this is, in my opinion, the best, cheapest, rawest performance car you can buy. Now, the Viper's rawer, and if you get the right Lotus, it's rawer and better, but you're not going to find one of those for $18,000, $19,000 like you can find these with, 60,000, 70,000 miles on them. So price point, you're not going to get a rawer car than this. And I like that. I've enjoyed that aspect of it for the past 3 years, and there's nothing like having just a little bit of an idle lope with a stock cam in it. And when you run exhaust stock headers, it's a little loud, and that's nice. I appreciate that. I like that. Now, sometimes you're not always in the mood for it, but when you want it, you can have it. And I just don't think you can beat these. And straight line performance is pretty freaking good. They run the quarter in 12 seconds, not 12 flat clearly, but 12.8, 12.9, 12.7 depending on your tire of choice and your driver skill. The tires, you can run huge tires on this up front and out back. The factory, it comes with obviously a transverse leaf spring. There's bolts that push down on that spring. You can raise and lower the car about 1 inch from the factory. You don't have, no lowering springs, you don't have to buy anything, you can adjust it. And if you put end links on it, adjustable end links like I have, you can corner balance it. So you can really set this thing up, and it's a fairly well-balanced car with the transmission in the back. I mean, you could throttle oversteer if you want, and you could do some other things, but lift off oversteer and whatnot. But if you want to just drive it in a straight line, I'm sorry, not in a straight line. If you want to drive it through a curve as straight as possible, it'll get you there, and it'll get you there fast. So again, I don't think this car can be beat performance-wise for the dollar. I mean, yeah, you can get a Camaro, you can get a Trans Am, you can get a Firebird Firehawk and go faster than a quarter mile with some mods, but I'm just talking about from the factory, you're going to out-handle those. The brakes are a little bit of a weak point, but that's only if you're seriously tracking the car. If you're driving it on the street all the time, brakes are fine. You can get good brake pads, call it a day. And really on the track, you can put cooling ducts on it, and that'll really help that out. So that's how I roll. They're easy to work on. There's a ton of information out there. You can find the factory service menu. They're easy to work on. Parts availability is through the roof from your local auto parts store and the online retailers. And it doesn't require a lot of odd tools that you'd have to buy. You can pick most of them up from your local tool place. So again, my opinion on the C5 Z06 is a really good car. It does have its weak points. It does have some downsides, but it's got a whole lot of upside if that's what you're looking for. If you're looking for something like an S2000 that'll rev to 8,000 RPM and just scream, well, that's not this car. If you're looking for something that'll go fast and have a really nice super plush interior, and that's not this car. But if you're looking for something to go fast and then drive home in relative comfort with the AC freezing you out, that's this car. If you want to go up into the mountains and just blast on it and beat on it for the entire day and drive home, that's this car. You want to go to the track, quarter mile or drag strip, or I'm sorry, quarter mile or racetrack or road course, man, I'm confused, and drive home, that's this car. So again, that's just my opinion. I've been driving Vets for about 10 years now, between 9 and 10. I'd have to really sit down and think about it. I've had 2 fixed roof coupes which are similar to this. They're same body style. Springs are different and the engine's obviously different, but this is my first Z06 and I've loved it 3 years I've owned it. So That's my take. If you're looking for a good, quick performance car that'll handle really well and, you know, give you something to enjoy on the weekends, look into a C5 Z06. Thanks for watching Maintainers Garage. Have a great day.